The Daily Download. The Daily Download. Daily Download. With Mac and Gaydos. The biggest stories now.
So Tim Tebow gets 316 yards, a total average of 31.6 yards. So why is this weird?
Well, if you go back to Tim Tebow's college days,
the Broncos quarterback yesterday, they beat the Steelers in overtime.
Right. He would wear the famous Bible passage, John on one side of his eye black, and 316 on the other side. Now, the NFL does not allow you to that kind of self-expression. Right. Mm-hmm. So isn't it kind of eerie that 316, 316 is coming up all over the place after last night's game?
The Broncos Steelers game peaked on television with a rating share of 31.6.
See, again, it makes
How is that possible?
I know.
I am freaked out. This has become very, very eerie.
If this guy was just another quarterback and didn't have the faith-based controversy, he would just be another quarterback.
I got another one. The receiver who caught the game-winning touchdown pass in overtime was born on Christmas Day.
I'm telling you.
Okay, that's 4 things.
I know.
And we're not lying about any of them.
There is something about this guy.
That is epic.
There's something about this guy. They're calling it his biblical game.
You know what I called the pass he threw yesterday?
No.
Hail Mary?
Yeah.
Jan Brewer's State of the State address claiming there's going to be a budget surplus.
Now, I thought that we were in every bad way to Sunday, pardon the expression, until Jan Brewer came out today and said we're going to have a budget surplus of $2 to $3 billion. I thought this state was going to hurt for the next decade. I thought we were going to be taxed till we couldn't be taxed anymore. I thought they needed money from now until when Tim Tebow becomes president of the United States. So what happened in a year? I can't believe this.
What happened in a year is we spent that surplus. So I don't know. I'm having a hard time with this. I don't think there's a surplus. I think we're even, Steven.
Okay.
That's the way that I read it. Jamie, am I reading that incorrectly?
I am not an economist, so
neither am I, but that's how I read it.
But I don't know if she would really go public with that if it wasn't true, right?
Oh. I guess, but we've heard numbers before being thrown around about how much money it will take versus how much money we'll raise.
Well, it depends on which number she's using, right?
That's very true. So do you believe that we don't have – because here's what I think. If we truly have a bunch of money and I got cut of those access programs –
I'm ticked.
If my health care got cut, I'm ticked. I'm going down to the Capitol. I'm saying – why don't you restate those access funds so these, $2 to $3 billion that can cover something?
Great, brilliant point.
President Obama is considering releasing Guantanamo prisoners.
What?
Several senior Taliban leaders from Guantanamo Bay may be released as an enticement to get the Taliban to the peace table.
Well, listen, how did we win the war in Iraq? I believe that we did, and many do too. We paid the bad guys to give us their weapons, to join us.
But was that about the Taliban, or
no,
was that
it was
about
not
Iraq?
about the Taliban. That was just about Iraq. I'm just giving you an example.
Right.
So if we did that in Iraq, where we paid the other side and basically bribed them to stop shooting at our soldiers, I can see where now, hey, let's talk to the Taliban. They're in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And what do they want? Oh, they want some of these senior guys gone? I'm not comfortable with that, but I understand that it's part of the war.
Is it fair, though? Is it a quid pro quo? If we release these guys and the peace talks break down, doesn't it look like we look bad because we release the guys and the Taliban win?
Maybe we think that the only way Afghanistan can continue is if we are in some type of relationship with the Taliban,
right?
And that's other than trying to kill each other. Maybe that's the way. Hey, listen, the only thing the president really has done right in his presidency is foreign policy.
Right.
He's actually been pretty good. Not loving this idea. I'll wait and see what happens.
I was going to say, but you're okay with it.
No.